Well, we've all heard of miracle babies, whether it's a surprise pregnancy or a successful round of IVF. But miracle baby macaques, now that's something we don't hear of too often. Now, Mark, tell me, how rare is it for a macaque Alice's age, 23, to become pregnant and have a baby?
Oh, it's very rare. I mean, anything over 20, they rarely have offspring. You know, they've already they start producing babies at about 3, 4, 5 years of age. They start the first one, so therefore, you know, so it's a long, many years of single birth. So therefore, at that age, usually the uterus is some sort of disease process or some chronic endometriosis or some other ongoing problem. So therefore, you rarely get births that late in life. They carry on cycling. I don't think menopause is a condition actually recognised in the Barbary macaque, possibly when they're older. But I mean, I've always seen them to cycle even when they're really old.
Now, Alice gave birth last week. What challenges might she face in the rearing process of her baby because of her age?
It's quite critical. The next couple of weeks will be very, very critical, because although she's given birth, doesn't necessarily mean she has the capacity to produce enough milk to look after the baby. So therefore, there's a good chance that the baby might not make it if it can't get enough nutrition, if there's not enough milk being produced. It's not as if she can go out to a pharmacy and get herself a tub of SMA milk. You know, she has to produce enough, and at this age they rely completely on milk. They do not feed at this stage, so therefore, you know, that's the only form of nutrition.
Now, this baby must have been conceived before the lockdown, but as we can see here today, it's beautifully quiet. You know, there's no tourists, there's no cars, no taxis. So could we expect maybe a baby boom in the macaque world in Gibraltar because of the lockdown?
I wouldn't say a baby boom. I think what's obviously is they've all been conceived before the lockdown, but we're going to have less deaths. Last year we had quite a few newborns being run over, and this year we haven't had any at all. So there's going to be a lot more making it into the first year of life.
So this is a direct consequence of there being a quieter time during the nature reserve?
That's right, yeah. There's a lot less traffic, a lot less people speeding up the rock. Also, we've got the speed bumps which have been introduced quite recently by the government, which have helped a lot. But even then, last year we got 2 newborns, I think, run over in consecutive days, just because of volume of traffic in the upper rock, and that is not happening. So I suspect that this year we're going to have a lot more living into adulthood.
So I suppose it's a critical time now to watch over Alice and her baby and hope that they pull through over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's all we can do. It's nature here, so they are wild packs. So all we can do is observe from a distance and hope that she has the necessary reserves to produce the milk to be able to sustain the baby until it can start to feed on its own and then draw its nutrition from another source.